This past week, South Korea had its 22nd general election. It ended with a major victory for the liberal opposition parties and a defeating crush for the ruling party. Now, to talk more about how this will shape the new parliament, we're joined by our National Assembly correspondent, Shi-hoo, here in the studio. Welcome back, Shi-hoo.
Thanks for having me, Dami.
So, Shi-hoo, break down the 300 seats in the assembly, in the new assembly.
Right, so it was a major win for the main opposition Democratic Party, which has secured a majority in parliament for the second term in a row. If we look at the specific numbers here, out of 254 possible seats representing local electoral districts, the main opposition Democratic Party of Korea took 161, the ruling People Power Party 90, while there was one seat each for the minor Saemirae, New Reform, and Jinbo parties. As for the 46 proportional representation seats, the PPP satellite People Future Party secured 18, while the DP satellite party, the Democratic United Party of Korea, including candidates from the Jinbo party, secured 14. From the minor camps, the Rebuilding Korea Party, launched by former Justice Minister Jo Guk, won 12 seats, while the New Reform Party, led by the former PPP leader Lee Jun-seok, won 2.
So the assembly will once again retain its large opposition party and small ruling party status.
Right, the assembly will retain most of the previous structure this time as well, with the DP and its satellite party occupying 175 seats, or 58.3% of the total. Moving forward, the DP may have additional support in parliamentary procedures from the 14 other minor opposition lawmakers elected, representing the Saemirae, Rebuilding Korea, and Jinbo parties. Meanwhile, the PPP and its satellite will occupy 108 seats, or 36% of the overall representation, although it may also have parliamentary support from the 3 New Reform Party representatives.
Shi-hoo, then let's talk about how this structure will affect legislative action in the assembly from now on.
Right, so as we've seen in the previous large opposition, small ruling parliament, we expect the opposition to take control of parliamentary procedures by the weight of its numbers. This will leave the Yoon administration without the sort of momentum needed to push through its objectives. The People Power Party had originally aimed for 120 seats, but their main priority was stopping the opposition across parties from taking up 200 seats, which would enable them a constitutional revision or restrict the presidential veto right. This doesn't seem likely to happen, but with the total number of elected lawmakers from the opposition nearing that threshold, we forecast added pressure on the ruling PPP's future course of legislative action.
Shi-hoo, how did this come to be? I mean, what was the regional breakdown of the votes?
So this election served as a sort of a midterm evaluation for the incumbent Yoon administration. If you look at the regional breakdown, the DP won in many capital region districts in the traditionally liberal Jeollado province, as expected. But the key to their large majority is perhaps their victory in several key battlegrounds along the so-called Hangang River Belt and also the traditional battleground of Chungcheongdo province. This is also where DP leader Lee Jae-myung actually cast his ballot during the early voting period. Meanwhile, the PPP won fewer seats in the capital region but did secure traditionally conservative districts in the Gangnam-gu district of Seoul. Historically conservative Gyeongsangdo province also voted in favor of the ruling party. This is where the PPP's now resigned interim leader Han Dong-un campaigned right up to just days before the voting day.
So not too many surprises there. Now, it's been a couple of days since we saw the result of the election. How did the opposition and the ruling parties take the results?
So soon after the voting day, the PPP's Han Dong-un actually stepped down from his post as the interim leader of the party. Let's take a listen into his resignation speech delivered at the PPP headquarters in Seoul.
The public sentiment is always right. I apologize to the people as the representative of our party, which has failed to gain their support. I accept the voters' will and reflect deeply. Therefore, I take full responsibility for the election outcome and resign from my role as the chairman of the Emergency Leadership Committee.
In his speech, Han also congratulated all elected officials, including those from the opposition parties. We also saw other PPP leaders resign, including Park Jung-ha, who served as the chief spokesperson for the party during the campaign period. Meanwhile, the DP's campaign committee held a last farewell ceremony on Thursday, where its leader Lee thanked the public for their support.
The election results are not a victory for the Democratic Party, but a great victory for our people. We will do our best to alleviate the people's hardships and resolve national crises. We will lead the 22nd National Assembly to protect the people now and open up a better tomorrow for them.
Shi-hoo, before I let you go, what can we see happening in the Assembly in the coming weeks?
So the National Assembly began accepting official registrations of lawmaker elects starting the day right after the election day on Thursday. And this process will continue until May 29th, the day before the official launch of the new parliament. The candidates will also receive their signature lawmaker badges upon registration. The administrative offices in the parliament are in full preparation mode. Later, we expect to see shifts in the leadership structures within political parties and possibly more power struggles between the ruling and opposition parties as they get settled into the National Assembly.
All right, Shi-hoo, thank you so much for your reporting today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Dami.